Welcome back to the playthrough. We are goofing off here. As you can see, I have Lifu TV, one of the wonderful VTubers that I tend to watch quite a bit. And I believe we will do some reactions to, or we'll probably do some reaction streams eventually. I may hop on live and do a couple of those for you guys soon. But for today, for our middle of 4.0, 4.1 shenanigans, we're actually going to go to the casino because I feel like I haven't done a Sugoroku episode quite yet. So this is our introduction to Sugoroku. We are trying our luck. And for this time, randomly, I'm going to talk about, oh boy, don't we love it? I'm going to talk about the dating scene. Because I feel like a lot of people just have really bad impressions of, you know, the people they're going towards or against or around or whatever. And that's not the way to really go through and work through your problems in life. Really, it's all about you. It always has always been all about you. And the problem with people is that they feel like they can try their luck to the umpteenth degree and just be, you know, the craziest, most special person ever and just keep going and gooning against all the odds. When in reality, it's all a certain level of calculated settling. You know, you kind of have to give up a little bit in order to get what you truly want and desire. But we'll get into that. You guys know I love to ramble on and on about everything that doesn't matter. Over here in Dragon Quest Realm, this is the casino. As you can see, it looks very nice, very beautiful. And we're gonna do Sugoroku here. There's a couple of events that you can do at the casino. Over there is the races, and then you obviously have the slot machines over there. But Sugoroku is the main thing that you're supposed to do to get all of your casino tokens. I don't really give you too many automatically here, but what I am planning on I already have the VIP license. What I am planning on buying today is probably the carpet prism, because I feel like carpet prism would be good for a couple of things I want to get. Might work on the dual board radio. And I don't know if I actually have the Harmore in the books for these guys, but this is where you get all the wonderful emotes and all that good stuff that I've been using. A couple of furniture. So over here on Sugoroku, you get tons of coins from this. Tons of magical things come from this. And essentially, this is just a big board game. I believe it's been in Dragon Quest since like the third, fourth game, really. Huge casino lore, you know. But basically, you go through the board, you collect things. If you've ever played Kingdom Hearts BBS, very similar to that board game. Very similar to every other part of this game, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. It's like Mario Party if, you know, I don't know, everyone in Mario Party was running around and killing people. I did stream it once quite recently. I don't know when I'm uploading this, but it is about the end of October now. There's no real Halloween event or anything going on, so I did do the Hidden Slime Festival event. We, of course, are doing cosplays, and at the end of this episode, I'll probably just do one run of this. One run of this or so, and then I will, I'll give you guys the Halloween version of Lifu TV, because, I mean, it's just gonna take a little bit to change the colors for her Halloween costume. She is very cute. I hope you guys go watch her, you know, as well as watching me. Or watch anything. I don't care. I'm not your mom. We'll get into the topics at hand today, though. It's quite a tragedy out here on the dating scene, because people think they kind of have infinite luck, infinite wealth. You know, it's like a dragon, Yakuza style, and everybody just has all the power of every moment, and that's just not true. You have to trust your intuition and know when something is right for you, but just have the honor and respect for not only the person in front of you, but, you know, your own soul, so that you don't waste it, you know, for the God within you, so that you don't, you know, squander his gifts that he gave you for the wrong person. And anything that if it doesn't really feel really nice in the moment, I'm telling you, it's just not going to be what it is, you have to really trust yourself. But the first thing about that is, what fucks us up in life and society is, in order to get to that level of intuition, we for some reason feel like we need to know a lot more. Like the threshold for what you need to experience is way higher than it used to be back in the day, man. Like, you gotta realize, we didn't used to see this many naked butts in the past. And we also have one more person here already for Sugoroku with us, so that's very exciting. Um, but yeah, we didn't used to see this many naked booties, this many titties a day. You know, you realize you've probably seen way more ass than all of your ancestors. Like, if you go back like maybe 2 generations, you've seen probably more ass than they've ever seen in their life, times 10 maybe. You know, probably if you go back far enough generations, probably just all of them, every single person far back, you know, as a generation, you've seen more than all of them combined. All of them combined. And it's insane that some people still feel like, you know, whatever amount of intuition I have, whether I be a 20-year-old, a 19-year-old, a 17-year-old, a 6-year-old, it's not enough. I need to know more because the world's so confusing. Blah blah blah. No, man. If it feels wrong to you, it feels wrong to you. Okay. That's all it is. You know, it's just like when you're watching a YouTube video and suddenly you're like, I don't feel like watching it anymore. But we treat life like it's a YouTube video that we can't turn off. Like we have to keep going with it. And you don't. It's scary to make these decisions. It's scary to outwardly reject things. You know, you can be seen as, you know, a monster, fearful, rude, all these things. But there's a right way to do everything. And I feel like we all see good examples, whether they be from people we respect or don't respect. But we all do see good examples of how to function and just move through society, you know, in a safe way. So you take that example and you put your own spin on it. But a lot of people don't have that creative energy because, once again, we're not giving ourselves that agency to turn the YouTube video off. We're not trusting ourselves enough to be like, maybe I don't need to absorb this. I don't need to envelop this in my soul. Also, there's a cute girl here. You like cute girls? Minana, ready for some sugo. Indeed, indeed, indeed. But see, the thing is, all you really need to do to activate this is, of course, don't stop accepting things from people, but at a certain point, you know, just follow their consecutive actions, just like what your body does. Whenever you start doing something a lot, it's just automatically easy to do it. It's the same for a lot of people, and we really don't grow or morph into things unless we're forced to most times. And even if it's something that we feel like we really weren't forced to do, it's always like some sort of path or death by 1,000 cuts, or just, you know, it feels like it's time. It feels like your era has come, you know? And you gotta witness when that really happens to you, and be true to yourself, okay? Don't artificially create it. Don't do some random bullshit of like, oh yeah, no, I'm totally, because you can lie to everybody else, man. You can lie to 110% of people on the earth. But the moment you start lying to yourself, it's over. It's over. And that's what we saw at the Mizkif thing, man. Like, he's a known liar. He's a known liar to everyone in everything in the streaming space. But at a certain point, you can tell it. At a certain point, Miz started lying to himself. And at that point, no one could save him. I don't think anybody wanted to, but damn sure nobody could, except for himself. Because there is no way out of that. Out of that tank, you know? No one's gonna be able to pull you out of, you know, deception of you and God. God is powerful. He's never gonna tell you how he works, but he's powerful. And if you just start lying to yourself, aka the God in you, the power is just going to take over, and you're not going to know who's driving the ship, because of course, you know, the lies are just coming back to you. And oftentimes what people see in life is just a lot of people following this mantra because it's the meta nowadays. There's a reason why Miz is so popular. And you know, you get all the eyes, all the attention, and for some reason people view attention as way more profitable than actual money now. In some ways it is, and in a lot of ways it's not. But I've never viewed it that way. I've never saw just being a hugely popular streamer as a net positive win-win, all the money's gonna come to me. Because that's not even where the money comes from. The money comes from the conversations, the nepotism, the brand deals, and of course the watch time, and of course the engagement of things. Which is very, very annoying because I feel like the best part about YouTube and other content creation platforms like this is the unengaged viewer and just having someone there, you know, co-streaming or whatever. I don't know. I like road trips. I like just watching my brother play video games. I like just sitting there and having someone to just be there, which is so annoying, and that's really all I wanted in a relationship. I've said for the longest time my love language is just spending time together, and it sucks because that made me realize that I really don't want friends. I am friends with anyone that I spend a lot of time with. And that's just a fact. That's just a fact. Because I don't have true agency. I don't care about my own opinions. I will openly give away whatever amount of social indignance I feel I have in order to make the other person comfortable, just because I like a good vibe. You know, it's not like, oh, you know, I'm gonna tolerate racist, or you know, or I don't care about rapist, or you know, all this shit because I listen or talk to people who have done bad things or do bad things. But I like to make everybody comfortable, especially the people I'm around. And I like to learn things about life and about people. The best way to do that is to stick around people that don't necessarily hold your same beliefs. And believe me, man, I don't find the funny shit very funny. I'm very much a non-crime doing kind of individual, which is weird given my set, you know, my outlook, or just generally the ways I go with things. You know, I don't like going with the regular grain or the regular way to do things, or even the regular jokes, you know, the regular way to walk. I don't like that. So you'd think someone like me, he would love crimes. He would love breaking the system, destroying establishment. And it's not like I don't have a rebellious nature in me. It's just I understand the value of being a cog in the machine, and I always loved that. But now I see how corrupt and disturbing the machine is, and now I'm just kind of trying to be a cog in someone's life, in their machine, not necessarily the entire outlook of the governmental American regime machine. I suppose we are in Japan right now, so you know the Tokyo government regime or whatever, because I don't think Japan in itself is completely corrupt. There are good parts of Japan, of course. You know, Tokyo though, holy, where the people are resided, where like 80% of the people are resided. Holy. You know, I don't want to aid things like that. I don't want to aid, you know, basically what, 20% of the people's complete abundance and 80% of people's destruction, slowly but surely, death by 1,000 cuts. I don't want to aid that anymore. And I realize a lot of what I'm doing for this channel, you know, providing love, light, clarity, guidance, a little bit, you know. I try not to guide too much. You know, I try to get off my soapbox because, one, a lot of people don't want that, and two, it's gonna confuse most. You know, I especially hate these self-help channels because when you give somebody a guide and it doesn't work for them, you look like the asshole. You look like the idiot. When in reality, it's far more complex than that. All right, we got a good old one. Let's go get treasure. Also, let's go back into Dragon Quest land for a little bit here. This is Sugoroku. As you can see, we finally got in a match in the middle of my rant. I am live too, by the way, so I'm just ignoring the gameplay a little bit. But as you can see, you all get a chance to roll the dice. The question marks give you random events, you know, the little monsters, you fight monsters, and you go to the scene where we all, you know, battle individually and we take our turns. And this is really fun. If you're new to the game and you just kind of want to play with someone, you know, have a good old grand old RPG time with maybe someone who has played the game a lot. This is a good way to connect with them. Very, very good way. Also, very, very necessary to do when you first started the game, because you get a zoom stone from it. So you get more warp spots. You also get a lot of coins to help with growth potentials. It's pretty damn helpful. It's pretty damn helpful. So I'd say, you know, if you got friends who are also questers, who can install this game on the computer for you, because oh my goodness, it's a little bit of a bitch to install. Go for it. Do it. Play some Sugo. But it's pretty simple little game here. And we finally got the AoE heal. So everybody starts off as the minstrel in this game, in this game. And the minstrel basically has the AoE heal, it has the multi-hit, it's got everything good. And you only fight one enemy at a time in this game, so it's kind of the best class you can get. Whenever you roll on one of the little castle spaces you can see here, you can randomly roll to another class. But if you're playing this game and you want to be a pro, I'd say just stick to the minstrel. Unless you get one of those golden vocation spots where you can choose your class, I'd say just stick to the minstrel. It really is the best one. That's why everybody starts as it. And it's completely possible to just beat the entire thing as everybody in their natural minstrel form. So you battle through, you level up, and then at the end there's a boss space that if you land on, you enter the final phase, where you fight a big old boss. Whoever it may be, it is different every time. There's like, I think there's 4 different boards here, but mostly just leads to the same thing, and at the end you get tons of tokens, you get tons of accessories. As you can see here, we got about 40k already. Or is that's 10k, I'm stupid, I can't read. Can't read. But yeah, it's a good mini game. I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. I'm really not gonna talk about it too much. I'm just gonna chill out and be goofy. Talk about trying your luck with your intuition. And yeah, just like when you feel bad with a YouTube video, when you feel bad with a person, you really have to try your luck. And go somewhere else. But you see, that's the thing, man. A lot of people are really afraid of their own knowledge, you know? And on top of that, I feel like they're just afraid. It's like you're afraid of it all working out. in a certain way, you know? You're it's like, what if this goes well for me? And then you self-sabotage. And it feels fucking awful. But once you feel that something's wrong, if you're already in a relationship, you should really communicate that. You know, communication is certainly key to most things in life. You know, whether it be getting a good job or finding a good friend, or you know, discussing how to deal with family. It all comes down to how good is your communication level. And I've always really understood how to appease people, but I've never understood how to not neurosis over things or build resentment. Because in every relationship that I've had, I always feel like I'm the better person. I always feel like I have more skill. And it's always unsaid, because like how do I communicate something like that without sounding like a complete piece of shit, dog shit person? And that's just the climate we're in nowadays, man. It's like every guy, to be in his masculine state is like a fucking crime. It's like a fucking plague against humanity. It's like, how dare you mansplain or manspread or man anything? And that's just the climate now, which is why I don't want to perpetuate this. It's like, I like making people feel comfortable, but I realize, man, being a good person nowadays, it's really not good. You know, you have to be a you person, because being a good person is rolling over and dying for this retarded bullshit. Like why would I want to do that? That makes absolutely no sense. So don't give away your agency. I think I'm gonna go get the treasure, actually. Don't give away your agency. If you feel like being an ass, be an ass and never apologize for it. I remember I used to be a guy who called girls or women or people I was around bitches a lot. And now I just call the bitches who are bitches. Bitches. But seriously, I remember I used to do that a lot. Just for anyone. It was just like a term of endearment for me. And this one of the girls, we were leaving a party. I called her a bitch. And she was like, "What you call me?" I was like, "Bitch? What?" Because, you know, it never really occurred to me that you know, I was offending anyone. And I realized, yeah, I suppose it could. But it was just a funny situation because it's like, you know, I was also obviously parties, blah, 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 intoxicated, under the influence, yada, yada, yada. But you have to realize it was just me at the time. And it's not even like I regret it. It's not even like I regret my response to it. I think I was just like, what? Fine, sure. I won't call you a bitch, but you know, probably just won't be to your face. And that's the thing, guys. All this virtue signaling and tone policing and all this bullshit, like, you think it actually helps anyone who is not the not the perpetuator or whatever. It doesn't. It does not. You know, because they're gonna leave that space and do the exact same thing, which is why, you know, I tended to go towards the route of just be a good person. You know, just make everyone comfortable and blah blah blah, and that'll be your version of virtue signaling. But you see, that doesn't help the narrative either. You really just have to adhere to what is in your soul, in your loins, in your groins. Try your luck with that, because I assure you, whatever else you do, the virtue signaling or whatever, it's just going to gain you clout. It's just going to gain you recognition. It's not going to actually aid your soul. We got question marks. What's going on here? Hocus pocus. See, look, there you go. You try the luck, and now you double the EXP. And that's what it is, guys. Our intuition oftentimes is very quiet. So it's a skill to build. It truly is. You have to shut everybody else up, quiet the world down, and find your inner strength wherever that is. God's gonna tell you. He's like, "Hey man, maybe you should do this. Maybe you should take a look at this." And it's gonna be very quiet. And if you tell someone about it after God tells you about it, it's gonna feel like you already did it. And then you're gonna be like, "Well, they told me it was kind of like this." And you're gonna take all of their thoughts that aren't really your thoughts into your head, and you know. Especially if you respect them. And honestly, nowadays, I really don't talk to anybody that I don't respect. I don't find some kind of joy in their opinion, and hearing it, understanding it. Whether it be for entertainment value or, you know, general knowledge, information, whatever. You know, the respect is there, and I respect skill, but mostly I respect people who just want to grow. And I love that. I love to learn about, you know, how people get there, how people grow. But like a lot of life models, oh my God, that guy just fucked us up. Jesus, let's heal. Like a lot of life models and things that happen, it's very, very hard to find something that accurately works for everybody. And I don't think you ever really will, being honest. Everybody leveled up except for me, Nana. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. It's because you're a hot woman. See, I am a hot woman, but I'm fucked up in the head, so. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, but my debuff's already here, Minana. Your debuff has to be in-game. All right. You see, the thing is, trying our luck and being the person that we were meant to be since the Big Bang, since the beginning of time and inception, being that person is dangerous. And it's also not profitable. The thing with the internet is, you don't want to deal with variables, just like all of these random corpo borpos that try to capitalize on all the trends and everything going well, and getting franchises and all this bullshit, and then use this property because it's gonna give you thousands of dollars. Dinosaur World, don't make that. Make Star Fox and all that bullshit. So, because of that, there's a general aesthetic. There's a general framework for a content creator that you just kind of fit into, you know. and that general framework doesn't interact with your with God or with your soul. You know, if you want to do that, you better wait 5 to 10 years of just doing nothing. I hope you got parents to support you. I hope your mom loves you. But yeah, there's no natural way to just grow through something so easy like this. Like I said, it is easy. It's the easiest job ever. Don't listen to fucking Hassan, man. This is an easy job. If you're ever going to excel at something like this, you have to be grateful that you're here. You have to be, you know, thankful for every view. You have to, you know, follow God and what it tells you to do, and not, you know, what all your fans say, you know, all your friends say, you know, all of your supporters say, whatever they are. I'll show you guys some of the classes here. Super All Trades Abbey Space. You can choose any vocation of your choice here. So let's go with the Sage. Sage is pretty good. Sage has Healing Steel, but it has powerful magic. So, multi-heal, Kazamel, and Kazing. And I can revive now. So, you know, if Minana dies again, don't die, woman! I can revive her. The class of love and death and murder. Don't we love it? Don't we love it? So, in general, relying on God is lucky because you don't understand him. You don't understand him. I don't understand him. My dick don't understand him. Fufu doesn't understand him. Minana doesn't understand him. Kanado doesn't understand him. Ooh, man, I'm not gonna fuck up that name. Ryudson. I love that name. Also very talkative. Probably the most talkative person in this match. He's probably just trying to have fun, communicate. You know, get his rocks in on the streamer life. I love it. I love it. No, this server actually has a lot of really server. This game actually has a lot of really fun people. On and off of Discord. I have met some wonderful friends here. Now, of course, we are doing the solo quest for a reason, because once again, guys, I'm just trying to understand myself before I try to leave even more emotional baggage out for everybody else to clean up. Because that's essentially the route I've taken in life. Is I've taken the route of just accepting whatever the fuck comes in my face. That was kind of nasty. But you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the life of being the kind of pushover guy that's just like, oh man, I don't feel like hanging out with people. And then somebody texts you, is like, hey, DeMarcus, you want to hang out? And I'm like, yeah, I do. Totally. 100%. And now I'm kind of taking stock of that, taking stock of the fact that for some reason people want my presence, and I'm kind of just putting it somewhere else where I actually want to be, because this is a comfortable spot for me. Just making this content, and I'm a very private person, so I kind of like the fact that nobody watches it, and they just kind of watch the art I make, because I like the art I make. And I'm slowly grinding the skill so that I can watch these back and actually understand what the fuck I was talking about at whatever era I was talking about it. Because, like I said, a lot of times in life, I just didn't believe my intuition, aka God, aka my luck. And I for a long time, I still do, really, honestly. I'm being real, yeah. I still do. I consider myself a very unlucky person. You know, like, luck, that stuff doesn't happen for me. But I considered my brother, who we played video games with a lot back in the day, you know, he was the Mario Party winner. He was the guy. If you ever watch Alpharad, he's like Alpharad when he plays as Peach for Mario Party. Just how it is, you know, I gotta accept it. But, ooh, critical dance. Oh, let's go. I didn't even have to heal. I can kill more? I love it. I love it. Kill him more. Baramos has nothing on us. We are actually a little low level, so level 10's about the range for what you should be here. But we have a lot of turns, so even if we die, I feel like we can make it back. But we're not gonna die. We're not gonna die. I am the Sage for a reason. I can revive people. But yeah, the main thing with me in this playthrough, and why I have to feel the need to yap to you guys basically every day and flood YouTube with the slop, is because I did everything for everybody else my whole life, and I don't regret that. You know, I don't regret having over 10 jobs. I don't regret, you know, jumping in tons and tons of friend groups and having to spread myself thin. Even now, you know, when I moved away from all that, I was still kind of in that era where I feel like I just had to sacrifice a lot because I didn't know what to invest it into until I found this game, which is something that I wanted to play for a very, very long time. But Clarity came out. Clarity came out even better, and then Clarity came out even better. And now we have not the hugest dedicated team, but it's enough. It's enough, and that's what you have to realize. Wherever you're doing, wherever you're going towards, it is enough. It is enough. I don't care how stupid it is. I don't care how whatever it is, and you have to trust yourself, because I guarantee you, the God in you trusts you. The spirit within you has trust in you. So just trust yourself. I'm not telling you to leave your man or your woman or do whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying a lot of people are lonely right now. A lot of people who are with people are lonely right now. And, I do think it's very, very sad that, people don't realize that you don't need someone else to make you not lonely. That's not really how it works. It's something deeper. Something far, far deeper that we need to solve. When we have this hole in our chest and we feel just increasingly terrible, when in reality we have a good life. Oh no, don't die! Oh, 8 health left. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Kanato, you are a strong man. You're a strong man. We like strong men. Hey, Minana! Good job, good job, good job, good show, good show, good show. All right. Yeah, that's Sugoroku. That's my chat about trying your luck at life. You always should. You always should. And you gotta realize, guys, of course the internet has this age of people just wanting to be famous and make their way on social media and have a brand, and everybody basically has to have a brand and whatnot. And of course you have to have a brand, but the whole fun of social media and producing content on it, I feel, is kind of the same fun of making music. You're trying to communicate with people. You're trying to communicate your understanding. So, if you want to do that authentically, if you want to do anything that's not just make a bunch of dollars in an inauthentic way, you can't just take a cookie cutter approach to it and just slap whatever aesthetic you see on TikTok. It's like, oh yeah, I'm a Visco girl. Oh yeah, I'm a nerd guy. Oh yeah, I'm a gamer dude, gamer bro, incel, whatever. You can't just put like a cookie cutter personality on top of whatever the fuck you feel you are. What you feel you are is what you feel you are. And once you cut off a lot of the noise, a lot of the distractions, a lot of the, the friends, the goon, the game, the YouTube, you just cut all that shit off, spend some time with yourself, maybe outside on a walk, whatever. You'll find out what you really need, what you're really missing. And usually it comes down to communication. And the reason why I say luck is such an important part of this is just that you never know. Communication is a lot like sex, and there's a different way to do it with everybody. That was kind of gross. I'm sorry for being gross, but it is what it is. It's my analogy, okay? This is my fucking channel. We're almost done, okay? So leave me fucking alone. Jesus. Yeah, it really is. It really is. You can't just, have one way of fucking and fuck every girl the same way that is and expect every girl to have a good time. That's not how it works. Of course, there's going to be a lot of crossover, a lot of lean over. But if you don't adapt your fucking, your sex style, your communication style, even the way you make music, it's just not going to be for everybody. But the sad thing about communication is that we do have to talk to everybody. Or at least most people in the world. You don't have to fuck everybody though, right? So communication-wise, I think being a weirdo, fishy-dishy, sucky-wucky, out here and jump on everybody's dick kind of guy. What do they call that? People pleaser? I think that's a good way to be. Because, yeah, we do have to fucking talk to everybody, especially in this industry. I just need to know how to do it, okay? But once you're in this phase of life that I'm in, almost 30 years old now, and you've talked to enough people, you know enough of the game, you don't even know all the game, man. Because some of this persuasion stuff with talking and whatnot, it's a little gross. It's a little mean. I'm gonna be real. Let me get some guidance perfume before I leave. Before I head out with you guys, I'm just going to change to Lifu in her Halloween outfit. Because it's almost Halloween. And I feel like that'd be cute. That'd be cute. Uh, but yeah, it's a little sad that a lot of people only see the value in either hard authenticity, or such a rabid level of people pleasing and back bending over that you can't even see it. You can't even see it. It is insane how ideologically consumed some people are by their audiences, and some, you know, content creators are, or I'm sorry, content watchers are by their fan bases. It's very sad. It's very sad. But that's the reality of life, man. Persuasion, just like a lot of things, it's all in moderation. But you gotta know how to talk to people. At least just connect with them to make them comfortable. And that's where the intuition really it can help you, but it can also hurt you. Because a lot of times what you want to do intuitively, you also know, there's another side of you that's like, but they wouldn't like that. And just gotta balance that. Balance that nature of yourself. Like, what do you really want to show other people? What do you want to give out? And nowadays, I realize it's really not worth it unless you just like giving it out. Don't look for the results, man. Don't look for the results. Fuck them results. What you need to focus on is if you liked doing it. Do I like bending over and taking it from the back? No? Then maybe don't do it. Maybe find the person that you want to bend over and take it from the back from, Because there always is something. Everybody has a price. Everybody has a set that they run, It's true. It's true. I don't think it's a bad thing. A lot of people are like, oh, all these whores. All these whores. They just want my money. I'm like, sure, man. Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. But you gotta realize, man, it's a two-way street. All the hoes want your money, but you just want somebody to hug and love for the rest of your life. And how sick is that, you disgusting human? I know. But yeah, it's a price to everything. It's a price to everything, You can't just run up and grab a titty for free, as much as these TikTok girlies would have you believe. This is not the world we live in. That's just not the time we live in. That's just not the place you want to be in. Of course, there's nuance to everything. So as much as I say this, it really is all luck. It really is all luck, all nepotism. There is no justice left in the world, and we live in a low trust society because of it. Because of it. It is what it is. But it's me, man. I've been the Koopa. This has been Leefu TV cosplay. Good old Halloween and shit. Everybody have a happy Halloween. I don't know why I'm saying that, because it's probably November when I upload this, but we're going to 4.1 next time. I suppose I should probably record that next time fairly soon, but you know me. I like to squander around. I do think now that I'm really looking at the timeline, it's gonna be pretty fucking easy to make it to version 5 by March. So I might up that and be like, can we complete version 5 by March? Because it's getting a little bit too, oh man, just like most things, my efficiency is crazy right now. Because I guess I'll mention it one more time. I did get fired. This summer. So we're just doing this. And I really do have to say at the end of this video, I do appreciate all the love. We go live about every day now, and people have been liking it. People have been liking the music, people have been liking the stuff, and I just like the output. So once again, guys, understand that you will never go anywhere unless you don't care about results and you just like doing it. And that's where we are right now. And I appreciate that. I recognize that. Maybe when I stop liking it, the people will stop subbing. But until then, we'll keep going. I will let you know. Don't tell your friends. Don't tell your compadres about anything. If you watch this full episode, I want you, yourself, to enjoy it while I'm here. Because UMG is striking me down. Merlin's striking me down because Merlin works with Kanye, and Merlin is a crazy copyright fiend at this time. Nintendo probably will start striking me down too, So I probably won't be here forever. It might be by choice, it might not be. But whatever happens, I want you to have a good ass whatever day I upload this shit on. Please, please, please take care of yourself. Don't be bitter. Be a winner. Here, take an eraser shower. This is the new emote. Beautiful, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I feel like this is definitely a pose that she's drawn as well. This is so cute. Here's my little Jack. He's soy pogging right now. He's soy pogging. Ah, do we have a quote from Lifu? Lifu, can we get a quote? Can we get a quote?
I just want to see the world burn.
Thank you, Fu. Always great. Always so insightful. It's been a pleasure, y'all. Remember, life is only fun if you try your luck. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.